The school district was also running a campaign at the same time as we were running ours this time. And I'm sorry to say we didn't win again. Yes. At the same time as we were running the second mill levy campaign, the OCLC came out with a study from awareness to funding. Yes. And probably a lot of you have heard about this study, and it essentially debunks the long-standing idea that if someone walks in your library, they are voting for you. And there is no, the correlation is tenuous. I don't know exactly what the correlation is, but that you can't assume if someone is coming to story time, that parent is not going to go and vote. There are barriers to voting. You have your super supporters, people who will always vote for you. You have probable supporters, and those are the people you need to target, the probables. That they are maybe the people coming in, they're kid-driven, people who use the library's office, people who believe in the greater good, people who are just coming in for fun. Those are the probable supporters, but the one that I wanted to emphasize today is look to librarians, that there are people in that probable supporters, if you're thinking of it as a pyramid, that level, that those people either respect the librarian or have a personal relationship with the librarian. So it's Miss Julie who does that great puppet show on Thursday mornings, and she's been telling me how to teach my child with Every Child Ready to Read skills, the 6 skills for literacy. So we've been telling our staff how important they are to this whole campaign. And now we have probably 3 years before we're running out with another mill levy campaign. So we've got some time now to build a foundation. And we tell our staff that you should talk about what's transformative for you, because for the OCLC study, they told us you should go from information to transformation, that the library is not a nice to have, but a necessity. So talk about positioning the library as a vital part of the community. And everyone I know, if you talk to them and you say, do you have a library story? Was there something that transformed you? And talk about that with your patrons if you have a chance. I mean, there's lots of things you can talk about. And Camilla does have this 23 advocacy things for frontline employees that I found on her website. And there are things on here that we are going to start doing, Camilla. This is knowing your library's issues is what we've concentrated on, making sure our staff know what our issues are. We train them on it. We put things on our staff exchange. We have what we call Rock Rally in Castle Rock. We have High Huddle in Highlands Ranch. 10 minutes before the library opens, each branch manager does their little, this is what's happening in the library today. These are the things you should talk about if you have a chance. For instance, we just opened a brand new children's area in one of our libraries, but we didn't want people to think we have all this money to open a children's area. So we said, talk about the fact that we had a bequest from a patron who made it possible for us to expand our library. So that was the message of the day. Those types of things, our staff are comfortable with that. And Skip did talk about the shy library staff, that they're not always comfortable with talking about something political, but they'll be comfortable saying, you know, I don't know if you realize that the library has a GED program. We test here. We teach the GED program. We do citizenship. We help people get their citizenship. Things like that. It's just those little things, and like Skip said, or I should say Camilla said, those people then go out and say, you know, I heard the library has GED testing. You know, you can go to the library, it's free. And it's that type of thing that you cannot, it's just invaluable. We do also staff who are shy. We offer them the chance to do things like Twittering or Facebook. If they don't want to be talking to people, then maybe they're willing to be social networking and Facebook and YouTube. We have quite a bit on our site. If you go to Douglas County Libraries, we have this new IT campaign that I haven't had time to tell you about, but it's another thing that highlights the librarian and the library staff. And each month we have somebody from our staff who's highlighted, and it's cute things like what would you do what would you bring with you on a desert island and things like that, where we just kind of put it out there so people get to know who our staff are. And it's just been a really fun trip. Some staff, like I say, they're not always, willing or interested in talking to legislators, but when it comes to talking to their patrons, their parents, their business people who come in and need help with Reference USA, it's just they're willing to do that, and they're willing to say just that one extra thing about I've showed you Reference USA. If you know anybody, other small businesses that could use this, please pass the word. Here's a brochure. Thank you very much.